What's up, guys? This is Boondocks, and today I'm going to be talking about something that could be a little bit spoilerific if you haven't played through the Second Dream questline. And while Warframe doesn't have all that much story, the Second Dream's pretty much the only story to it. So if you don't like spoilers and you haven't completed it, tune out now, and probably don't want to watch tomorrow's video either. So what am I going to be talking about? Focus trees. So after completing the Second Dream, you gain access to the focus trees. Watch tomorrow's video when I talk about which ones I actually consider the best, but for now I'm going to talk about what I see as being the problems with it, as far as the game's concerned. For starters, let me applaud DE for adding the focus trees, because it gives me something to fucking do and work towards on characters I've already maxed out, and I've maxed out a lot of them, so this helps me gain a little bit back and not waste my time as much. So, what's the main problems I have with it? The cooldowns. In all honesty, that's about it. If you look at my Xeneric tree, I still have 7 energy to spend, like, unlocking all other abilities. And in all honesty, I can unlock all these right now. Why won't I? Because each time I do, it's going to increase my cooldown by 45 seconds. 45 fucking seconds, to the point that if I increase all of these, I have to wait on my cooldown for over 6 minutes. Holy shit, that's 6 minutes and 15 seconds I have to wait before I get to use my ability. And then activate my passive of Energy Overflow, which is the only thing I really want from Xeneric, because it makes all my caster frames into, like, gods. So, I'm not influence to spend points elsewhere. If they change how the cooldown addition works, then it might be more beneficial. But like right now, for instance, I have things, even though this says it's a passive, it's not really, because I only gain the effect of it for 15 seconds after using the ability, which sounds more like an active to me, but whatever. So I have this one, Energy Surge, Umbra Lance, which sounds like a lot of fun to do extra damage, and Magnetic Aftershock for extra damage. So I would love to have these two on, right? So let's even turn off Energy Overflow and just turn this into a pure casting ability. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's already over 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Tack on another one. Holy shit. It's on a 4-minute cooldown that I get to use this goddamn thing. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. Whereas, if I just focus on my passive, okay, that's 2.5 minutes, use it once, and I get a really amazing passive for the rest of the map. Same thing works over here. Let's focus instead on Matter Eye. I could go with the passives to gain increased percent damage from all my different physical damage types, or I could increase or change the way that the beam works. Well, increase damage for the rest of the map, increase my damage for 10 seconds. Which one sounds better to you? And it works the same on pretty much every fucking focus tree you can pick. And because of that, I think they kind of failed with that implementation. Additionally, I'm not too worried about that, though, because as you can see right here, it is in the beta. So that is subject to change, and I'm pretty sure it will. Some people I've seen complain about the cap, which is at 75,000 focus a day. But in all honesty, I've rarely hit the focus cap because, well, I'm not too interested in it. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I've already spent a shit ton of extra focus all through here, and it's been kind of pointless, including leveling this up. Why bother in the future, right? So it's not that big of a deal if you don't hit your focus caps, and having a cap, yeah, it just prevents serious grinders from having an entire tree maxed out. I'm sure some of the players that have their friends that have all played for 2,000 plus hours could just get into one fucking group, go to wave 200 on some sort of defense, and be pretty much maxed, and that would be annoying. The last major issue, well, there's 2 major issues that I see. One is the fact that in order to gain the focus, you need to equip a focus lens. Focus lenses can be equipped in both your Warframes and your weapons. Now there's a bunch of math behind how much focus you gain per affinity you would normally gain. I could go into that, but the math starts getting a little complicated, so instead I'm just going to talk about the issue I have with the lenses themselves. So, a greater lens. You can buy a greater lens for 40 platinum, or have 4 regular lenses to turn into 1 greater lens. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm totally okay with that. Why? Because you can still work on getting these other lenses. You can trade these other lenses to get the ones that you actually want. And then later on, you can go to... it makes it so that you have to kind of play the game in order to get enough lenses, or you can spend the platinum. It costs 40 platinum to get the greater lens, and I mean, DE needs to make some money. The issue is, if I want to swap out these lenses, I need to destroy whatever I currently have equipped, and that's fucking annoying, because, well, it makes me not want to use that shit. Ever. So, once I have this on here, I'm going to stick with it. I would love to swap onto, say, my Ember, get her off of Xeneric and put on, like, Matter-Eye, but I'm afraid that once the beta's over, and the trees could change, and I'll be upset if Ember doesn't have Xeneric anymore to help me grind with that. So, that's one issue. But I'm okay with that one because it's how DE can help get a little bit of money. The one that I have serious issue with, however, and I feel like it's going to be something that they're going to change in the future, is right now, say I want to switch from a character like Frost, who I want to have Xeneric on, over to playing on Excalibur, who I want Naramon on. In order to do that, you have to run all the way back to the back of your fucking ship, talk to your Czech or guy, and then switch over your primaries. This becomes an issue when you're doing like back-to-back sorties or back-to-back void missions where you need to change from one frame to another, and this just adds in an extra step. I know it's not a huge deal, and it's probably me just being lazy, but I would love it to be able to choose in your loadouts which focus tree you're going to be bringing with you. And that's definitely something I hope that they're going to work on. I feel like it's definitely something people have bitched about, so it should be something that gets added. Anyways, guys, until next time when I talk about what the actual trees themselves are and my consideration for them, till then, good luck, have fun.